Morning. I am sitting here today with my friend, Jammy Dodger. Jammy Dodger is a very fluffy cat. She's fast asleep at the moment. Oh, you can see her head now. She had a really busy night last night. Jammy Dodger did something last night I don't like. Jammy Dodger caught a mouse and then she ate him. She does this quite a bit, and I don't like that Jammy Dodger catches mice and eats them. But I still love Jammy Dodger. And that's what today's story is about. It's about when people do things we don't like, but how we still love them. So it's the thing they do we don't like, it's the action, not them. And you might find that. You might find that something you do things, sometimes you do things or you say things to people in your house and they don't like it. You might use not very nice words, or you might break something or throw something or stamp your feet and shout and scream, and your grown-ups or your brothers and sisters don't like it at all, and they might shout at you and they might use not very nice words. But what it's good to remember is it's not those words that's you, it's what you've done. People still love you, they just have to remember when you do something wrong, they need to talk about the thing that's wrong, not about you. So sometimes they might use the word naughty or bad, and you might not like those words. But it's remembering it's the throwing or the kicking or the hitting or the screaming that's the bad choice, not you. You are brilliant. And today's story is about a little rabbit. Now, as you know, I've got two little rabbits outside, but they didn't want to come in today. So this little rabbit is just in the book, and he's called Little Rabbit Foo Foo. Okay. So Little Rabbit Foo Foo has got a name. It's Little Rabbit Foo Foo is riding through the forest, scooping up the field mice. He scooped them with the net, and then he bops them on the head. Down came the fairy godmother and said, Little Rabbit Foo Foo, I don't like your attitude and what you're doing, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. I'm going to give you 3 chances. And if you don't stop, I'm going to turn you into a goonie. A goonie. Think Little Rabbit Foo Foo is going to think, have some thinking time, and change what he's doing. Should we find out? He's back on his motorbike. Little Rabbit Foo Foo went riding through the forest, scooping up the wiggly worms and bopping them on the head. All the birds are shocked. Here she comes. Down came the fairy godmother and said, Little Rabbit Foo Foo, I do not like your attitude and I don't like what you're doing, scooping up the wiggly worms and bopping them on the head. You've got, oh, she had 3, I'll take 1 away, 2 chances to change. And if you don't stop what you're doing, I'm going to turn you into a goonie. Oh, look, Little Rabbit Foo Foo's got a really cross face on. I don't think he wants to stop what he's doing. He's not listening to the fairy godmother. Little Rabbit Foo Foo riding through the forest, scooping up the tigers in a big net and bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy and said, Little Rabbit Foo Foo, I don't like your attitude and what you're doing, scooping up the tigers and bopping them on the head. I'm going to give you 2, take away 1 more chance. And if you don't, I'm going to turn you into a goonie. So, do you think Little Rabbit Foo Foo listened? Sometimes when we're cross, we don't listen and we carry on making the wrong choices. Little Rabbit Foo Foo, riding through the forest, scooped up the goblins, big hammer, and bopped them on the head. Down came the good fairy and said, little Rabbit Foo Foo, I don't like your attitude, and I don't like what you're doing. You scooped up the goblins and bopped them on the head, and you've got no chances left. So I'm going to turn you into a goonie. And that's called a consequence. It's a big word, isn't it? Consequence. If we do something wrong and our grown-ups tell us we need to stop doing it, and we keep doing it, a consequence is something then that happens to us. Now, you're never going to be turned into a goonie because that's just a storybook. But you might have to go and have some thinking time. You might lose the toy you're playing with. They might put it away. You're not allowed it back. Sometimes you might even get shouted at a little bit, and that might make you scared or sad, and you might not like it. But you've got to remember, when your grown-ups ask you to change what you're doing, not to throw, not to stamp, not to hit, not to scream, or to put something away, we've got to use our listening ears. We've got to change our attitude and not be a little Rabbit Foo Foo. But remember, whatever happens, it was little Rabbit Foo Foo's attitude and what he was doing. Remember, attitude is looking at your face, you can see your attitude. If you've got a bad attitude, you're going to like this. If you've got a good attitude, be smiling, okay? So we want to make good choices and make sure we're known for them. But remember, whatever, we're really special and we're loved. Okay, enjoy the story. Bye.